going on, guys? It is Rinne-Hatake here, back with another video. And today I got What If Naruto Ate the Mera no Mi Part 2. And I know it's been a while since I actually continued this series, but I will be continuing, so hopefully you do enjoy. But without further ado, let's finally begin the story. So where I'm gonna where I'm gonna start this off is Naruto actually beating Sasuke. Sasuke gets infuriated, gets angry, and realizes that he's not the top dog anymore. Since Naruto is taking that spot, he needs to get better and stronger to defeat Naruto. As he does get even stronger, trains even harder, and we'll do a big time skip to when they're about the age of 12, and they are actually Genins now. As the Genin teams are getting picked, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura will still be in the same team, Team 7, and their Jonin leader, Rinne-Hatake, as he does take another 3 or so hours to pick up his team. But Naruto, while, waiting, decides to do a bit of training, do some calisthenics, and some normal stretches, and some normal training, push-ups, sit-ups, all that. He basically does that, and, it's not too much trouble for Naruto, actually. Not too much trouble at all. Naruto is insanely strong, so this isn't too much trouble. This just helps him get stronger, physically. Helps him get stronger physically. But we move, as Kakashi finally arrives after a long time. As Kakashi tries to make an excuse, but Naruto looks at him and says, "Save it, Kakashi-sensei." As Naruto and the rest of them go up to the roof, as, they have their little moment, as it all goes the same, as they are gonna have a bell test tomorrow, as Kakashi finishes up, and they have the same introductions, so it's not really necessary to cover it. But Kakashi tells them not to eat, or else they will throw up. But Naruto, a pretty carefree guy, decides to eat anyway, as he eats breakfast on the day that he wasn't supposed to, and arrives, as, he sees Sasuke and Sakura there, looking very, very pale and, thin because they haven't eaten, as Naruto looks at him saying, "You two really listen to Kakashi-sensei? You guys are really stupid." As Sasuke and Sakura look at him with angry looks, saying, "Stupid, don't call us stupid, Naruto." As Naruto starts chuckling, saying, "Well, you ate breakfast, and breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That's where you get your energy from. And Kakashi's just doing that so you guys don't have any energy for the bell test. So that's completely up to you." But we move, as Kakashi takes another hour or so to arrive, as he does, and he explains the rules, telling them that the bell test will have 2 bells, and that if one of you don't get one of the bells, you're gonna be sent back to the academy. Sakura was the first to complain, saying, "That's not fair, Kakashi-sensei. We made it to Genin rank, and you're gonna put us back to the academy?" As Kakashi looks at Sakura, saying, Sakura, the world isn't really fair. Death and war happen around the world, or around the shinobi world, so nothing is really fair." As she does shut up pretty quickly, as the bell test shortly begins once they arrive at the training ground, as Kakashi just takes out his book, as he says, "Begin," as the other two, Sasuke and Sakura, head to the bushes, as Naruto looks at Kakashi and says, You're underestimating me, aren't you?" As Naruto places his hat a little backwards so it doesn't get in front of his face, as he cracks his neck and cracks his knuckles, saying, "I think I'm gonna do this." As Naruto makes a cross with his fingers, saying, "Crossfire!" As there's a little cross mark straight at Kakashi's book, as a beam of fire comes towards Kakashi, as Kakashi jumps out the way, as that fire hits the ground and incinerates the grass below. As Kakashi was confused. An elemental jutsu? As Kakashi doesn't know what this is, but Naruto covers his hands with with fire as Naruto charges in and does a taijutsu battle with Kakashi, as Kakashi knows that he can't touch that fire or else he's gonna get burnt, so he's fighting Naruto with kunais, as Kakashi's now taking this a little more seriously, as the rest of them who were watching were so confused, saying, Naruto is keeping up with the Jonin Sensei, as Naruto is doing impressive taijutsu moves, and Naruto adds flames to his feet as he does kicks and punches at the same time, as Kakashi is getting pushed back, but this time Kakashi blocks one of Naruto's kicks and basically creates some space by jumping backwards, as Kakashi lifts up his headband and uses the Sharingan as well. Kakashi looks at Naruto saying, "You made me use my Sharingan, that's impressive. But this is all gonna end here and now," as Kakashi blitzes Naruto. But what Kakashi doesn't know is when he stabs Naruto, Naruto fakes it, saying, "Ah!" as he, pretends to cough out blood, but, he just goes straight through Naruto, as Kakashi looks at him saying, "Too easy," as Naruto clenches his fist, saying, "Fire fist!" punching legit fire out of his fist, flames come out of his fist, and basically blasts Kakashi straight into many trees or into the forest, as some of the forest is scorched to bits with Naruto's flames, as Naruto basically you know how people when they shoot their guns they blow the end of the gun so the smoke comes off. That's basically what he did. So it's a cool anime looking scene part, something I kind of thought of, but anyways, that's not the point. We move. As Kakashi is completely injured, as Kakashi can barely get up, as he looks towards Naruto saying, "That's an insane attack, but I won't lose." As Kakashi, he's a smart guy, very tactical, so he decides to fight Naruto near the water, as Naruto knows that Kakashi isn't messing around now. Since water cancels fire, Kakashi thought Naruto's one weakness is water, and Kakashi didn't know that Naruto actually couldn't swim, so Kakashi makes a water dragon jutsu, as Naruto looks at it saying, "This will be troublesome," as Naruto creates, he basically does, Naruto basically creates two spears, as Naruto yells, "Flame skewer!" as he basically skewers the dragon and pins the dragon's head as he jumps into the sky and pins the dragon's head onto the ground. As it's not gonna stay like that for a little longer, as it doesn't really work that well, as the dragon just cancels out the fire, as the dragon is heading straight towards Naruto, as Naruto doesn't see any other way out of this, as he creates a fire beam, he blasts a fire beam straight towards the dragon, and it cancels out each other, as Kakashi was already on top of Naruto, above Naruto, and is about to throw a massive, a pretty strong kick at Naruto, but he knows it won't work, so he decides to fake it, and he's already on the ground. That was a clone, as not Sasuke, but Kakashi was charging an attack. As he charges, his another water attack, he decides to do a water bullet, as Naruto wasn't expecting this, and he gets hit full force with it, as Naruto screams, "Argh!" as he lands in the ground saying, "Damn it, I got hit, I got a little too cocky," as Naruto is a bit injured by that attack, as Kakashi looks saying, he's not intangible to water. So now Sasuke is watching, seeing Naruto's only weakness, water. Water jutsus are Naruto's only weakness. Or at least that's what they think. As Naruto and Kakashi go head to head, fighting, as Kakashi tries to cancel out Naruto's intangibility, but Naruto creates a flame wall and counters with another flame beam, but Naruto continues this up, but Kakashi gets in close, trying to do a water bullet, as Naruto, his hands are already on fire, as he slams his hands on the ground, saying, "Fire pillar!" as a pillar of fire arrives from the ground, as Kakashi was blown back and injured by the attack. As Naruto makes his hands look like guns, He basically makes his hands into a gun kind of thing and yells, "Fire bullet!" as he shoots mini fire bullets straight towards Kakashi. As Kakashi dodges them, but they're pretty small. So Kakashi did get hit by a few of them. But Naruto finishes off with a fairy doll, as his hands glow green, as he releases little fire specks, and they surround Kakashi as Kakashi looks at them saying, What is this?" As Naruto looks at him saying, "Fairy doll!" as it explodes all over Kakashi, as Kakashi is hit dead straight with that, as Naruto instantly comes up to Kakashi with his fist covered with fire, as he punches Kakashi straight in the gut, knocking Kakashi out. As now Kakashi's completely incapacitated, as Naruto takes 2 bells, passes one to Sakura, gives one to Sasuke, as he ties up Kakashi, as Kakashi looks at him saying, "Impressive, Naruto, but you didn't show any teeth," as he looks at him saying, "You gave them the bells?" As Naruto looks at him saying, "Yeah, I can go back to the academy for another year or 2. It won't be too bad." As Kakashi will untie himself, since he's a ninja, he can legit do that. He unties himself saying, "Well, impressive, you did show a bit of teamwork, but you're gonna need a lot more. Remember this, those who follow the rules, those who don't follow the rules are scum, but those who abandon their friends are worse than scum." He does the Obito speech, and they all understand, and understand the meaning that Kakashi's trying to say here. But we move as well. They understand everything that Kakashi said, as they all pass and become proper genin, as they start doing missions later on, as they begin D-rank missions. But on one special occasion, they actually got a C-rank mission, as that C-rank mission was to escort a bridge builder, Tazuna, as well. Tazuna arrives in Hiruzen's office and starts saying insults towards the team, as Sakura gets irritated by Tazuna, but the rest keep calm, as soon enough their mission, or their C-rank mission, will begin shortly. But I think I'm gonna leave it off here, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this part 2 of What If Naruto Ate the Mera no Mi. So hopefully you did enjoy. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next What If scenario. Peace.